Welcome back to the den. I'm Tobin, here for a unboxing and first impressions of a collaboration between Bill at Murphy and McNeil and Joe at Black Mountain Shaving. The fragrance isn't new. The fragrance I've owned for a while now. First, I received it in a 5 milliliter bottle from Joe at Black Mountain Shaving, and then I purchased the full-size bottle from Gareth at the Shave Supply. And this will be a giveaway video thanks to Gareth. A lot going on in this video. Let's see if my squirrely ass can keep up. Black Mountain Shaving t-shirt is a gift from Joe. Everything in the box I paid for as part of a early release through Murphy and McNeil. I was invited to take part of it by Joe, so thank you, Joe, for allowing me an opportunity to buy this ahead of time. And so I love this fragrance. Real quickly, while I start this is the old EDP bottle. The new one still has the same label, but it's a different shape. I'll put a picture of what you can expect. And I also noticed too that it looks like Bill has this available in two different sizes. It looks like there's a 0.5 milliliter bottle and then a 2 milliliter bottle, and this was the whatever size milliliter bottle. Doesn't matter because you can't get it anymore. But I love the label. As you can see, I'll keep it up there. The label is just, it pops. The colors, everything about it, I love it. I'd love to have a t-shirt of the label. So once again, the shirt was a gift. Thank you, Joe. Everything inside here I paid for. Valle Crucis, or Valle Crucis, I looked into it, and the locals there in a very small town called Valle Crucis in North Carolina, they tend to call it both. It's an English translation of a Latin word, which means veil of the cross. Back during its founding, this is the aftershave balm. I won't open that today. There's the balm. I purchased the whole lineup. So I already had the EDP from Bill. I purchased the solid, which there's the solid, the splash, and the soap. But it's a small town in North Carolina, and it means veil of the cross. And basically, as long as you don't call it Valle Crucis, the locals don't seem to mind. And I am one of those guys that I try to, when appropriate, call things by what the locals call it. So I don't live in Oregon, I live in Oregon. There's the soap. Get the splash out of here safely. My understanding is that this is in the Kodiak base. I only have one other soap set in the Kodiak base, and that's the Bushmalt up there. If you never tried this fragrance, I can't recommend it enough. I actually got this from Mr. John Kearney, Cutting with Kerns. Thank you again, John. I love you a long time, brother. Here's the splash in a little baggie. One of the things I'll be doing with this first impressions, but mostly the full review that I do this weekend, is looking to see, got the EDP right here, how much it smells like Joe's EDP that I've come to love. And I love this fragrance. So well blended, so well orchestrated, that to the untrained nose, it might be difficult to pick out individual notes. Most of them can be picked out, but overall, it is a very well blended fragrance. What we have for a top is orange, wipe off my knife, I've been doing yard work. Orange, bergamot, lemon, and petitgrain. The middle consists of lavender, cardamom, and benzoin. The base is sandalwood, tonka, amber, vanilla, and labdanum. I'll just keep throwing it all on the floor. Beautiful label. So on the label of the splash, I like this. It's slightly different than the label on the EDP. It's like a little snapshot. That's amazing. My wife is going to love it. My wife loves this label, and my wife very much approves of this fragrance. She loves it. On the soap tub, freaking amazing. Gosh, I don't think I asked Joe. I'll figure out who did this artwork. I forget who he said. If he did say, I may have asked him once upon a time. Look at that. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So you can see how this is the moon, and was that a buck or an elk? I think it's an elk. Either way, it'd be tasty. So this is my second Kodiak base. Off the tub, I'm picking up more what I'd call maybe the middle of it. But as I open up this splash, and we're gonna whip up the lather to you here in a second with my Evo. The top on paper has a very citrusy opening with the orange, bergamot, and lemon. For those who don't know, petitgrain that's Luna out there, and then we have road construction going on out there. Our local water and utility board is redoing some water lines out there, and so please excuse the backhoe and the progress that we have going on. Petitgrain is extracted from the leaves of the bitter orange tree. So it comes from the citrus family, but it's not a citrus fruit like the orange, bergamot, and lemon are. Give the alcohol a second to burn off. And what petitgrain will usually bring to a fragrance, and I believe this is what's going on here, is a green, woody type undertone note to it. Almost like a citrus zest, if we're going to give it like a citrus type characteristic, which it's kind of hard for me to pick out with the orange, bergamot, and the lemon. Ooh. At first whiff, this is right in line with the EDP. Oh God, it smells so good, you guys. So good. Overall, this is kind of a sweet fragrance. I'm almost tempted to open this now. The lavender. If you've seen my other content, we've talked about lavender quite a bit. And there's, what was it, 8 main types of lavender? I don't remember. There's several different types of lavender, and there's a handful of them that are typically used in perfuming. I have no idea which exactly he's using in this fragrance. I've spent a lot of time breaking this fragrance down, beginning with this 5 milliliter bottle, a lot of time, and then working on this bottle here from Gareth at the Shave Supply. And I believe this is piggybacking with that petitgrain, a woody, herbal, floral. I've never tried Bill at Murphy McNeil's Balm, so I'm really excited to give this a go. I just have the splash and the soap. Cardamom, I believe in this one, is adding like an aromatic spice. I'll put this on the top of my hand here. So I've got the splash, the EDP, and then right up here we'll go. And then over here I have it balanced out with Sutton. So like some people use like a coffee or something else to reset their olfactory, if you will. So far it's just kind of balmy. I can pick up some of the notes. Let's let that sit there a second. Beautiful. Benzoin. It's resin, a oleo gum resin from a group of trees known as styrax. What it's doing in this fragrance to my nose, let's get a nice little scoop out of here. I'll go generous with the first scoop. To be honest, it's been quite some time since I used the bush malt, my other Kodiak base. That's what I got there. Throw this in my Rodak bowl. For my deciphering, the benzoin in this absolutely phenomenal fragrance, you guys. It's phenomenal. It's, as you can tell, I purchased all of this. The only thing in this video I didn't purchase is the t-shirt. I love this fragrance, and so I literally jumped at the opportunity to pick up all of it. Before I whip that up, let's get this solid cologne. I've never had a solid cologne from Bill, but as you know, if you do follow my content, I have, I don't know, 40, something like that, solid colognes from a wide variety of places. And it looks like, so this doesn't twist, it just, you pull it off. So it's a lot like a chapstick type deal, right? From Soap Commander, her lip balm, you just pop it off. Same thing, just on a bigger scale. And looks like we twist it. And bring it back down. And then this, let's put it on the back. Yeah. So I have the Sutton up here. I'm gonna put it right here on the back of my right wrist. Oh, buddy. Solid colognes are the way to go if you've never tried a solid cologne. I have a video where I talked about them and how I use them in conjunction at the same time with solids, and how I apply the two of them to work together. I love to wear both at the same time, different spots of the body. Oh, that's nice. The water bottle's over to my left. What was I saying? I was talking about benzoin resin, right? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is, I don't have my contacts in. Looks like half an ounce. I'm gonna have all the information and links, of course, in the description. Grab my water bottle. I didn't bring a cup in here for soaking, so I'm an amateur. Just put a little bit of water in there. Let me pause it real quick and get this brush wet. I'm back. Did you miss me? I missed you, sweet cheeks. Brush is wet. I gave it a little shaky shake. Soap is loaded. Talking about benzoin, right? Comforting, warm, with some balsamic undertones. I can't help but wonder if this benzoin is also bringing with it a vanilla note. You can pick up vanilla in this fragrance. I'm not a giant vanilla fan, but I do enjoy it when it's done right. And that's one thing with Joe that I've learned. I didn't discuss it. I got a few videos coming up. I've picked up 9, I think, different, this is just most of them, not all of them, 5 milliliter sample bottles from Joe at Black Mountain Shaving. Plus I have a bunch of his other, stuff with his fragrances in it. Beard oil, the beard butter. The beard butter was Sutton. Oh God, so good. This stuff, I need to do a review on it alone. So scatterbrain. I can't help but wonder if vanilla isn't coming from the benzoin, and then also we'll get into it in a minute because vanilla is a note, but it feels like to me that the vanilla comes alive in the middle, and that could just be because it's in the base, but benzoin can carry with it a vanilla note. So sandalwood is next, and the sandalwood in this is creamy, at least in the EDP, right? Because I'm still getting to know the rest of this. So I can't speak for all this product yet, but I will this weekend in the in my full review. First impressions only. Opinion is subject to change. Creamy, buttery wood note. That's what I get out of the EDP. Gonna need to add some more water. Look at that though. Beautiful. That brush is fully loaded. Oh God, this smells so good. It smells so damn good. What do I do with my water bottle? Tonka bean. I love tonka bean, and it's one of those magical bass notes that it can do so many damn things and really carry a fragrance. Might have done too much water there. Let's see how forgiving this is. Overdid the water, guys. Amber. So the tonka bean, right? Yeah, sandalwood, tonka, amber, vanilla, lavender. Earthy and woody. It's got an earthy woodiness to it. This is my kind of fragrance. The one thing, if you look at it on paper that I would question for me and my nose is the vanilla. I love vanilla on a woman. I love the taste of vanilla. But generally, when I look for a fragrance, I'm not looking for one that has vanilla in it, if that makes sense. But all fragrances, when done right and blended with the correct notes, can be phenomenal. I mean, nobody likes the smell of a dirty hippie, except for maybe a dirty hippie. And, patchouli is one of those words, like, oh God, dirty hippie, right? But patchouli is phenomenal when done right, and with other notes, especially. Oh, that wasn't too much water. Look at this already. I'm gonna give it a couple more whips. The amber in this is definitely carrying with it a muskiness to it, a very light, sweet, powdery musk. Oh, this lather is gorgeous. this can take water. Oh my gosh. So the vanilla in this is a true testament to the perfumer, and that is Joe, in my opinion. Oh my God, you guys. The fragrance is compared to the EDP and the splash, of course, in this bomb is very light. And I'll get to use all of these over the week. Magical, like deep vanilla. So like take your regular vanilla, but add some kind of JoJo witchcraft, rich velvety tones that is enhancing the other notes in the fragrance. And that's where the real magic comes in with vanilla, and when it's done correctly, just like with a lot of base notes. You can say that with a lot of your typical base notes. Look at that. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Let's get it all out of the bowl and into my hands. Labdanum, also known as rock rose. Rock rose is the flower, and you find that a lot in fragrances. It's just the flower itself distilled. Labdanum is the oils that is excreted and collected from the rock rose. So two different things. Aromatic and sweet. A lot of times rock rose, labdanum rather, look at that, it's starting to want to fall. Rock rose is, labdanum can be used in place of ambergris. And so I think we're getting some musk out of this labdanum, is why I bring that up. Very light musky. This is not a musky fragrance. And if you know my wife through my content, you know that she doesn't care for musky fragrances. And my wife and my daughter absolutely love this fragrance. This is a very modern fragrance. This is not your grandpa's Aqua Velva. This is something that the typical modern woman is going to love. And because of that vanilla, gentlemen, because of that vanilla, most women, and I think it's fair to say 80% of females are drawn to the fragrance of vanilla. You can't just pick out vanilla out of this fragrance. I can't. I've tried. It's there, and my wife will say she smells it, and I do smell it, but there's so much going on that if you didn't know it was there, you might not know it was there. And I'd even dare say that about the lavender and a few other notes in this, including the sandalwood. This is freaking phenomenal. Look at that yogurty, creamy lather, the Kodiak base, right? This is the Kodiak. I forgot to look at the bottom. Damn you, Tobin. I want to thank you guys for joining me. Thank you, Bill and Joe, for this opportunity to buy this ahead of time, getting my lather everywhere. Thank you for the shirt. I freaking love the shirt. If you guys never checked out some of Joe's merch, he's got some killer t-shirts that I've actually had my eye on for a while. This will be available at all your typical retailers, including Murphy & McNeil. Gareth at the Shave Supply will have this. And in a celebration of this fragrance being released and my 1,000 subscriber mark, thank you. I can't believe I hit it, and I've already gone over it. So freaking awesome. I've already talked about this, and so I won't overly gush on it. Thank you. From Gareth at the Shave Supply. $20 gift card to one lucky winner. In the comments below, just say, if you want to enter, just say Shave Supply. Type in the comments Shave Supply, and that will get you in to the giveaway. $20 gift card courtesy of Gareth at the Shave Supply. This drops on the 24th. So is that Saturday? Hey Google, what day is June 24th?
June 24th falls on a Saturday.
There you go. From the lips of Google, you heard it. Google's never wrong, right? Except for maybe directions. Yeah, I won't go there. Y'all take care. Thank you very much. It's the Little Big Things. this is a little big thing for me, being able to get my hands on this fantastic fragrance ahead of time, being able to do a review of it, and like, I can't believe it actually came to be. He has other fragrances that are coming that I can't wait for. That's a topic for maybe the full review. Bill, Joe, thank you. I want to thank every one of you guys. Remember, it's little big things. Get out there and enjoy the summer. It's raining here today. Whatever. I want to stop rambling. Take care, and thanks for joining me.